All right, so in this video, we're gonna give you our 6 tips on how to stage your home to sell. So on all of our listings, we bring in our own professional stager and interior decorator to give you a staging consultation. That is complimentary on us. You don't pay anything as a seller. It's all factored into what you pay us at the end of the deal when the house closes. So we invest money to make sure your home looks the way that it needs to look, because I know that you as the seller want the absolute top dollar. So that's why we do that. Remember, advertising is what gets buyers into the door, but how the home presents when buyers are inside is really what's gonna cause it to sell. So tip number 1 is professional staging. We just kind of discussed this, but we bring in a stager to all of our listings to make sure everything looks the way that it needs to look. So we're not necessarily always bringing in, staged furniture, but we are seeing, okay, what furniture do you already have that we can use? Sometimes just moving certain things around, makes a big difference. Getting a throw pillow that's a certain color adds a splash, pop of color, and it just wows buyers. So having a home professionally staged really does go a long way. Tip number 2 is declutter and depersonalize. One of the biggest tips that our stager will give you is try to get as much of the stuff off the kitchen countertops as possible, everything off the bathroom vanities. When we take these pictures and when buyers come into the home, having nothing on the kitchen countertops and nothing on the bathroom vanities makes the home look cleaner. It makes the rooms look bigger and prettier. So I know it's tough to live like that, but we're gonna have to do our best, at least for the pictures, get as much off the kitchen countertops away and everything off the bathroom vanities. If you got kids, a good tip is having some storage bins to put their toys in. That really goes a long way. That way the kids can still play. We understand sometimes you still live in the house and you can't, penalize your kids for having to move. But if you get a couple of those storage bins from Target, being able to say, okay, when we're done playing, we put all the toys in the bin, we put the bins away for showings the next day, that can really go a long way in making the home look clean and organized. Another tip, if you have too much furniture, it's gonna make the home look small. Consider getting a storage unit and moving some stuff into storage. They're really not that expensive on a monthly basis, but it can go a long way as far as how your home presents to buyers when they walk in the door. So consider getting a storage unit for some of your extra stuff. Number 3 is scents. Sometimes people get nose blind to some of the scents that they have in their house. If you cook with a lot of spices, you may not smell it, but it may be the first thing that some people smell when they walk in the door. So sometimes, lighting some candles, some vanilla scent is always really good. Just making sure the home smells clean and fresh. If you're a smoker and you smoke inside the house, you may want to consider having a coat of paint and cleaning out the air ducts, because that's going to be a big turnoff for a lot of people. Scent is a very powerful thing. So sometimes people walk in the door, if it smells funny, they're immediately out. Pet scents is another one. Make sure the home, is neutral of all scents. Number 4 is updates and repairs. So most of the homes are sold as is in South Florida, but you want to make sure that your home is comparable to what else is selling in your neighborhood. So if everyone else in your neighborhood has stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, you might want to consider doing some of those little upgrades and repairs prior to putting your home on the market to get that top dollar. Otherwise, we're going to have to compensate for the fact that your home doesn't have that, and the price will be a little bit lower. Now, whichever way you want to go is totally fine. We can do it either way, but you should want to make sure that your home is comparable as far as upgrades and repairs to what else is in the neighborhood. Number 5 is light. Make sure you have all the light bulbs changed. If there's any light bulbs that are out in any bathroom, lighting fixtures or anything like that, make sure you replace them. It just makes the house look better. It makes someone think that there's less maintenance problems and that you're really taking care of it. So that's a minor thing you can do that really changes the whole room of the house. If you have a couple missing light bulbs, it'll feel much brighter. So look at all your light bulbs. And number 6 is depersonalize. If you have a big wall of pictures of your family and stuff like that, it can be a little distracting to buyers. So we don't have to take everything down. We get it. You still live in the house a lot of times, but depersonalizing as much as possible is really going to go a long way for when buyers, they walk in, they can see themselves living in the house. They can see it as their house and not, oh, this is John and Jane's house and here's all the pictures of their family. So it depersonalizes a little bit. It's easier for them to picture themselves living in, and that's a good tip. So those are our 6 tips on how to stage your house to sell. If you have any questions, as always, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. I'll see you on the next video.